Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live as usual. I'm Patrick Hennessy. Hope everyone's having a beautiful night. Chat, how's it going? Give me some W's. Give me some high fives. Give me some love in the chat. Because, chat, it's Monday night. What is it? Wait, is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday, no? Yeah, it's Monday, November 8th. Hope everyone's having a great night. Today we have a really fun topic to talk about. Carlos Correa. Does it get more like, what's the word, more divisive than that? No. The chat might become a war zone tonight, so just be prepared. Make sure you have, like, your vest on, your helmet. Make sure you got it all, because, chat, I'm going to be taking some narratives that you might not like tonight, but that's okay. We have a lot to talk about. I think the main topic, like I said, is going to be Correa. Maybe what it would take for the Yankees to get him, why I want the Yankees to get him. We also have a lot of, like, news to talk about. Andrew Heaney's a Dodger. The Yankees are probably going to be signing former Mets manager Luis Rojas to be the third base coach. And a lot of other stuff's going down, too. So, chat, before we get into that, though, let's take attendance/roll call. Let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Let's start from the top. Who do we have in here, dude? Who do we have? We got Anthony Fernandez Martin. We got Lori Mott of the Century. We got D&E Show, a.k.a. Amy. We got Spencer Pimpall, AB, Evan, Jose, Martin, Conrad. We got Taco Nacho. That's one of my favorite names, dude. That's up there with, like, Majestical Chicken. Like, your name is Taco Nacho. Tacos, nachos, fire. We got Edward Joseph Ian's insight. I wonder what his insight is. We got Christian, Brandon, Jordan, Hector. We got Noel, Platty. We got Wiener, Dan. We got Jonathan, Jason. Appreciate you all so much for stopping by. If I miss anybody, you guys know the deal already. Very strongly worded email to unhingedservice@gmail.com, and you will never get missed again. But chat, like I said, the whole point of today's show is, you know, like, this is kind of like, it's not our first episode of the off season, but I feel like it's our first episode of, like, talking about, like, a rumor or, like, a potential free agent candidate, and who better to, like, start off with than Carlos Correa. Bro, I started off by kind of, like, touching on it, but this is going to be going on all off season, unless Correa signs very early, which I don't think is going to happen. But Yankees fans are already, like, tearing each other's heads off as far as, like, this whole Carlos Correa thing. So let me kind of just touch on, like, my opinion real quick, and then you guys can kind of address yours. We'll be going through it and kind of just trying to understand, like, everyone's perspective, I guess. You guys know I want Carlos Correa on the Yankees. I kind of put, like, the cheating thing behind us at this point. I know, like, he was a part of this scandal in 2017, but at this point, I'm kind of just looking for, like, the best possible players to help the Yankees win, and looking at every shortstop that is out there on the free agent market, I think Carlos Correa is the best option as far as, like, defense, hitting, charisma. Bro, like I always mention, I want to be the villains again. I want the Yankees to be the villains again. So if you bring on Carlos Correa and have him kind of be like the face of the villain franchise, fans are going to hate him. That's okay. As long as he produces, that's all that matters. I say this all the time, right? I don't like players on other teams who are kind of like douchey, but if they're on our team and they're douchey and they're good, they're our douche. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough to kind of think what Carlos Correa is going to be getting this offseason. I saw, it was a report a couple days ago, actually, that the Astros offered him some sort of contract extension, and it was completely bogus, dude. It was something like super lowballed that he would never accept in a million years. They offered him 5 years, $160 million. I'm no math scholar, but I think off the top of my head, how much money a year would that be, dude? 160 divided by 50. Chat, first one to get it gets a golden egg. Wait, what is it? 160 divided by 5? Dude, 160 divided by 5. All right. It's 30? It's 30. No, it's not. That's like, all right, it's like 32-ish, right? It's like 32-ish million. Okay, 32 million. I think Carlos Correa is probably going to be getting like 35. My assumption is that Correa is going to be getting 35 a year, at least 7 years. Because like what we kind of have to take into account here is Carlos Correa's age too. Correa is going to be entering his age 27 season. He's not going to turn 28 until September. So you kind of take that into account. It's possible he gets 10 years. So let's say, benefit of the doubt, $35 million a year over 8, right? So 35 times 8, $280 million. Chat, if I told you right now that you could sign Carlos Correa for 8 years, $280 million, would you do it? Yes or no? I need to know right now. Or if you're going to say no to it, I want to know A, what contract you would prefer instead, or B, what shortstop on the free agent market you would prefer instead. Because to be honest with you guys, I'm looking at this right here, right? I'm looking at my little post-it. It says 8 years, $280 million. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm doing that if I'm the Yankees, 100%. That's just me, though. I like Carlos Correa. I think that he would be a perfect fit for this team. Is he, like, my ideal free agent target? Like, is he the be-all, end-all of my offseason? If the Yankees don't sign him, I'm going to be pissed off. No, because there's other guys out there that I do want a little bit more. Like, I'd prefer a Matt Olson. I'd prefer a Jesse Winker, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, if you have to settle with Carlos Correa, 8 years, $280 million, I don't even know if that's really settling, to be honest with you guys. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I see lots of hell yeses and lots of hell no's. I think this might be something that we might have to call a poll for. This might be a poll scenario. Do you want the Yankees to sign? All right, chat, vote. I hope Antonio's in the chat because he kind of runs our polls. So chat, vote on it. Let me know if you want the Yankees to sign Carlos Correa. But anytime I see any sort of people on Twitter discussing this as why they might not want Correa, it seems like the only logic they have behind it is the whole 2017 cheating scandal, right? But for me, it's yo, why does that matter? No, genuinely. Chat, please tell me why that matters right now. What does that matter to the current day Yankees? That Carlos Correa cheated with the Astros in 2017. We're acting like he's the worst person of all time. I've seen so many people throwing out there, the Yankees are such a class act organization. They don't need a guy like Carlos Correa coming in and ruining everything. Dude, what are you talking about? Actually, what are you talking about by saying Carlos Correa is going to ruin the Yankees clubhouse culture? Come on, bro. It literally has nothing to do with anything at this point. And I saw this article that was kind of, it came out today, I think, from someone in The Athletic. It was behind a paywall, but I saw someone posted an excerpt on Twitter. That's the word, right? And there was one word included in this article, and it was antipathy. Is that a word? Antipathy? So apparently Andy McCullough of The Athletic said that it's not likely that the Yankees sign Correa because there's still antipathy. Chat, is it antipathy? Antipathy. There's antipathy towards him regarding 2017 within the organization. It would be the swerve of the century, says Andy McCullough. If I'm being honest with you guys, dude. Sounds like a mouthpiece article to me. It sounds like something that the Yankees kind of paid Andy McCullough some nice money to tweet out there and be like, yo, the Yankees aren't too interested in him. Just for negotiation tactics, bro. They're still holding antipathy? What does that mean? No. Dude, I'm being so honest with you guys. I've never heard that word in my life, and I know for a fact none of you have either. I feel like sometimes these reporters just love using these very long words to make themselves look smart. Dude, no one cares that you're using antipathy instead of angry. Dude, no one sees you as any smarter than you previously were. I genuinely had to Google what this word meant. So for anyone who doesn't know what antipathy means, which is probably a very large amount of you, antipathy means... Oh, cool. So Google just doesn't want to load. Antipathy means a deep-seated feeling of dislike or aversion. Okay? So the reporter easily could have just said aversion or hostility. But no, he went with antipathy. Weirdo. That's weirdo behavior. Don't care. Whatever. But all I'm trying to say is I think it's kind of a fake narrative anyway. I don't think that there's any antipathy between the Yankees and Carlos Correa. I think the Yankees are smart. At the end of the day, as much as we kind of just like discredit their logic sometimes, I think that they're going to do whatever it takes to make this team better, besides signing Brett Gardner, because it's kind of like bound to happen eventually. But I think that they are going to do whatever it takes to get better, and if they view Carlos Correa as like their best possible option to improve at shortstop, I think they'll do it, 100%. Let me check out the poll. It looks like 71% of you guys do want the Yankees to sign Carlos Correa. I'm actually pretty surprised about that, just because I was expecting it to be a little bit more 50-50. But yeah, 70% of you guys are for signing Carlos Correa. I'm down with that, dude. You guys know where I stand. I just don't know like how realistic it is. Just because, dude, I do think, listen, I know this whole episode is supposed to be like Carlos Correa. I do think if we're talking more realistic option, if the Yankees do kind of plan on going all out for a free agent shortstop, I think they're going with Corey Seager. I just do. He's kind of like the more like Yankee type guy, right? He's very clean cut. He has no what's the word? No past history, no bad stuff in the past. He's a lefty. I think the Yankees would probably end up going with him. Would I be mad about that? No. Would I be mad at somebody who wouldn't necessarily want Carlos Correa? No. But I'll tell you guys this. I'm not going to be mad at someone for not wanting Carlos Correa because they think Corey Seager's a better option, right? Because for me, like, talent-wise, I think it's a toss-up, dude. Like, they're both very good shortstops. You're not going to be bad with either one. But where it does kind of bother me is where people kind of bring up the 2017 Astros thing as far as, like, why they don't want Carlos Correa. That's what bothers me a little bit. But if you have, like, other logic as to, like, why you don't want to bring him on, sure. But if you're going to come in here and be like, he's such a cheater, he's such a loser, I don't want him. I don't want Carlos Correa because he's a loser. You're weird. I'm sorry. Like, if that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But also at the same time, dude, I'm not. Just because it's like, yo, get a grip on yourself. Please. But yeah, I think that's what I want to say as far as, like, the Correa train goes. I don't know if you guys saw, but he was at UFC 268 this past weekend. Well, 2 nights ago, right? That was Saturday night. At MSG. And, dude, he was there with is it Martin Maldonado or Maltine Maldonado? No, it's Martin, right? Martin Maldonado. And they went to the UFC event. He posted a picture of Correa on his story. He's like, oh, NYC time or whatever. Of course, people started freaking out or whatever. Good stuff, bro. Like, Correa knows what he's doing. He's going to drag it on all offseason. I really hope that the Yankees do find a way to sign him. That's just my personal opinion. You guys don't necessarily have to agree with it, but I want to hear what you guys think in the chat. If anyone kind of has any sort of input that they want to let me know about the Correa situation, whether or not they want him, what they would kind of give him, let me know in the chat. I'll be looking at your comments. We do have a few other topics to talk about today. For the first time in a while, I actually wrote some topics down on a Post-it note that I want to talk about. There's only like 2 or 3 here, so maybe we'll have some sort of structure today. I don't know. Dude, because listen, I know, like, our live streams, like, the whole point of them is there's zero structure, but maybe sometimes we could use some structure, right? But then is it unhinged? I don't know. Yo, let's see what we got going on in the chat. Questions, comments, concerns, hit me with it. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Lori, Mod of the Century, says, Corroded is a cheater and a scumbag, but I want Seager anyway. See, Lori doesn't like Correa because he's a cheater and a scumbag. It happens, dude. People say the same thing about me. That's okay. We got Jalen in the chat to Jalen. He says, Pat, if we do get Correa or Seager, I don't think Wade won't start shortstop. I'm okay with that. But we definitely need Wade in the outfield. He's such a different breed out there. It's inspirational to watch Wade. Let me be honest with you, dude. Jalen, let me ask you a question. If you had to pick, right, either Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, or Tyler Wade, who are you picking? I need to know. I'm pretty sure I know your answer, but I just want to hear it from your mouth, you know? Al Bundy says, if Correa comes in, then who leaves? Urshela, DJ, Voit, Rizzo, Torres, which two? I still think we need a center fielder first. Hicks and Florial is back up. I want Odor and Gardner gone. Al, I kind of agree with just about like every single point you make here. It's tough because the Yankees do have a pretty crowded infield if they do sign like a shortstop. I'm under the assumption Luke Voit is just about gone, right? I'm going into this offseason with the same logic on Luke Voit that I did with Sonny Gray. I think it was after 2018. When it was kind of just like set in stone that he was going to go. We weren't sure where he was going to go, but we just knew it was going to happen. I think that the relationship between the Yankees and Luke Voit is just so mutually dead at this point. I don't think either of them wants to kind of like rejoice next season. So I'm almost positive Voigt's going to be traded. So then that kind of leaves you with Gio at third, Correa at short, Gleyber at second, DJ at first. Unless you like re-sign Rizzo and then trade Gio. The Yankees have a lot of potential moves that they could make in the infield. But also, what they could do at the same time too, which scares me a little bit, is that they could stand pat. No pun intended. Pat, get it? Okay. They could stand pat as far as their infield goes. They could go DJ at third, Gio at short, Gleyber at second, Luke Voit at first. Technically, if they wanted to, they could do that. Do I see it happening? Not necessarily. But it's an interesting scenario to think about, I guess. THE says, since when has there been any sort of structure? You're right. There's literally never any structure here. No structure. But that's what makes it special, bro. Like, would it be fun if I popped on here like this? Hey, guys, what's going on? Today, just want to talk about Carlos Correa for a little while. Then we'll hop off. Yeah, so I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to ask some questions, and then we're going to go. Who would watch? Who would want to be here for that? No one. I know I wouldn't. I'd block myself. Just saying. Let's see. Martin says, Pat, how's your day going? That's so nice, bro. They sometimes they ask, what's your day going? But they don't ask, how's your day going? You know what I'm saying? My day's okay, I guess. It wasn't as cold today, which is cool, I guess, right? How's your day, Martin? How's your day? Poppy Champu says, I'm not for it because we're going to have to get a nice contract for Judge, and no one is telling me we're going to have 5 players earning $30 million each. I say it's dumb. I mean, you have a point. Personally, like, I don't really care about money, especially when it comes to, like, money that's not mine. So I don't really look at stuff like that when it comes to the Yankees. That's why, dude, I say $35 million a year. 8 times 35 is 280. 280 over 8. I don't know how you say no to that, dude. I don't know how you say no to that. But I'd be lying to you guys if I told you that I didn't, like, look at Carlos Correa's, like, stats. Or I was, like, looking at his, like, Fangraphs page. Does he seem like he's like a $35 million a year player? No. Dude, if we're being honest with each other, does it look like Carlos Correa deserves $35 million a year? No. But is that what he's probably going to get? Yes, bro. Andrew Heaney got $8.5 million. Can we touch on that really quick? The fact that Andrew Heaney signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers 1 year, $8.5 million. What's in the water in LA? Are they okay? I didn't mean to rhyme. It's just one of those days. Damn it! I wanted to rhyme. That's okay. Listen. Unhinged LA is kind of too unhinged now, signing Andrew Heaney a 1 year, $8.5 million. Are they okay? Dude, but this is like what makes me sick, right? I'm an individual who considers myself pretty good at my job, right? I think most of you guys should. Like, dude, if you don't consider yourself good at your job, what are you doing? Andrew Heaney is someone who is not good at his job, right? Has not been good at his job for a very long time. If we look at the last time Andrew Heaney had actually a good season, I think it was, 2017 maybe? Yeah, it looks like 2017. 2020, if you want to be generous, was the last time Andrew Heaney actually had... 2018. 2018 was actually the last time Andrew Heaney had a good season. And he just got paid $8.5 million for 6 months of work. Huh? Dude, how does that make sense? It actually makes me sick to my stomach that this dude can get $8.5 million for being so bad at his job. And I do want to bring up one thing as far as like the Andrew Heaney signing, because this pissed me off a little bit today. It really did. You guys know Lindsay Adler. Pretty sure she covers the Yankees for The Athletic. But she tweeted out today after the Dodgers signed Andrew Heaney. She said, and I quote, hold up, chat. My Twitter's freaking out. Also, by the way, if you guys don't use Twitter on dark mode, you're kind of strange. But she tweeted out this. She said, good luck to him. Dude was thrown into the fire after being traded to New York and took a lot of crap from the fan base for it. Okay, first of all, he wasn't thrown into any fire. Dude, if we're literally sitting here saying that Andrew Heaney was thrown into fire, bro, he was giving a role in the Yankees starting rotation. I consider that the opposite of being thrown into the fire. Second of all, you're saying that he got a lot of crap from the fan base for it? Bro, Andrew Heaney made 12 appearances with the New York Yankees and had a 7.32 ERA. He gave up 29 earned runs in 35 and 2/3 innings. Bro, when you're that bad at your job for the New York Yankees, you deserve every ounce of ridicule that you get, and I'm a firm believer of that, bro. If you can't take whatever, criticism that you get from the fan base, don't be that bad. Bro, if I came on here every single night and I was this bad, I would expect every ounce of ridicule that I got. So the fact that, there's reporters out there trying to make it, a Yankees fan problem, don't get me wrong, Yankees fans are, crazy sometimes. But they treated Andrew Heaney every ounce of what he deserved, bro. He deserved to get ridiculed to hell and back. And that's just how baseball goes, bro. Even though he sucked, he still got an $8.5 million payday. So it is what it is. But I find it kind of annoying when people kind of come at the Yankees fan base for just holding a player accountable, I guess. It's not the same thing as a Garrett Cole situation because Andrew Heaney was never good with us. Garrett Cole's our ace, so it's completely different. But speaking of people who the Yankees fans don't like, Joey Gallo won Gold Glove. Shout out to Joey Gallo for winning Gold Glove. Congrats to him for that. I think it was in right field for kind of his time with the Rangers because he wasn't that good in left field with the Yankees once coming over. But I have high expectations for Joey Gallo next season. I really do, bro. I think that there's no chance that he's as bad as he was this year for the Yankees. He's bound to get better, bro. If he doesn't, then the Yankees have a serious problem. But I saw a couple people maybe mentioning that the Yankees should trade him this offseason. Don't see that happening. I'm almost positive that Joey Gallo is going to be the Yankees starting left fielder going into next season. And I hope he does well, bro. And everyone else should be hoping he does well, too. I'm expecting a monster season out of him. But I don't know. TG says Heaney had zero expectations and he's still under-delivered. That's what I'm saying. Bro, when your bar is already low coming into it, right? How do you perform lower than the bar? And also, I kind of blame Brian Cashman too, because why would you bring a home run pitcher to Yankee Stadium? It's something that we never understood, bro, and it's something I never will understood. I guess they thought that they were maybe going to find lightning in a bottle. They've liked Andrew Heaney for a very long time. But now he could go stink it up with the Dodgers. I saw a lot of people thinking he's going to be the next Robbie Ray. Really? Are we talking about the same Andrew Heaney here? Whatever. Conrad said Heaney ruined the Field of Dreams. You're not wrong. Heaney gave up, 7 earned in just a few innings? Terrible, bro. Terrible. The fact that we even had to have Andrew Heaney pitching the Field of Dreams game makes me sick. Should have been Garrett Cole, but I'm pretty sure that's when he had COVID, right? And then they weren't really able to pitch him because COVID. But, yeah. Jalen says, I have to choose Tyler Wade. I'm sorry, Pat, but Tyler Wade is just different. No other players like him, but I really want Correa. He will make this team much more inspirational, but Wade is just different. Bro, Jalen literally just sat here and told me he prefers Tyler Wade over Carlos Correa and Corey Seager. Cheers to that, chat. Oh, man. Joey Gallo's hitting 45 to 50 home runs next year. I hope so, dude. I mean, like I said, Joey Gallo having a rebound season next year is exactly what the Yankees need. Kind of being able to insert him back to, not the top of the order, but somewhere around, the 4 or 5 hole. It's perfect. It's just what the Yankees need, a high on-base guy, high-power guy. But the problem is the Yankees didn't really get much of that at all after the trade deadline last year. So, we'll see. But I don't know if you guys saw this as well, but I'm pretty sure Joel Sherman tweeted this out earlier in the day. You guys know former Mets manager Luis Rojas. He's pretty much the favorite right now to be the Yankees' new third base coach. I saw a couple people on Twitter asking me, is this something I should be happy about? To be honest with you guys, I think it should be, dude. I'm not going to lie. I know Luis Rojas wasn't really like the best manager with the Mets, but he has a long history of like different coaching positions. Apparently he has a pretty good relationship with Aaron Boone, but I hope that he could kind of fit well as the Yankees third base coach, because that kind of seems like the likely route that they're going to be going. Can't be worse than Phil Nevin, right? I think the only thing that Phil Nevin really provided to the Yankees was kind of like being that enforcer role that they kind of mentioned after they fired him, right? But I don't know. I don't think Luis Rojas is going to be that enforcer, so the Yankees are still kind of going to be looking to fill that hole, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, listen, bro. Rojas can't be any worse than Nevin. Like Martin just said, he has a great baseball mind. He's been around the sport forever. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he could kind of do. I'm looking forward to seeing the Yankees officially signing him. Then we could kind of go more in depth about it. But for now, it was kind of just tweeted out that he's likely going to be joining the Yankees as their third base coach. It's not official yet. I guess I still have a chance to be the Yankees third base coach for the time being. Until then, I don't know, dude. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's all the topics I wanted to hit on today. So that's going to wrap things up. Just kidding, dude. Okay, before you start crying, just kidding. We're going to take the next 30 minutes or so. We'll talk about whatever. Hit me with questions, comments, concerns in the chat. And yeah, we'll talk about whatever, chat. We got this. Let's do this, I guess. Al Bundy says, Pat, Gallo will hit 230, hit 7th. Who would you want as center fielder? Who is out there? I do not trust Hicks. They won't give Florial a chance. And I for sure don't want bald rookie Gardner. All right, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. The Yankees center field spot right now is weird. It's really weird, dude, because I'm sure they're going to be relying on Aaron Hicks once again to be their everyday center fielder going into 2022. They're going to make the same mistake that they have for, the past 3-4 years at this point, relying on Aaron Hicks. My assumption is that they're going to re-sign Brett Gardner to be his backup. Hicks is going to be hurt by April 15th, and then that's it. Gardner's going to be the starting center fielder for the whole season. Florial is probably not going to get much of a chance this year. I'd love for them to go out and get someone like a Jock Peterson or like a Starling Marte or like a Ketel Marte. I don't see it happening. And as THE just said, that the Japanese guy, Seiya Suzuki, who's apparently going to become like one of the top outfielders on the free agent market once he is posted, he's a possibility too, but for some reason, I'm just like not too optimistic as far as what the Yankees are going to do in center. I think they're just going to rely on Hicks to come back healthy, and they're going to re-sign Brett Gardner to another eventual 1-year deal. That's kind of what I'm banking on, but I would love to see them go a different route, bro. I really would, but I'm doubtful. I'm very doubtful. We got Donnie Sands in the chat. Shout out to Donnie. I don't know if you guys saw, but they also declined Joely Rodriguez's option. He's not going to be back with the team next year unless they kind of work out a new deal. But they placed Donnie Sands on the Major League roster. I guess that was kind of just a what's that called? Like dude, I want to say casualty, but it's not a casualty. Bro, what's the thing, chat? When you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, someone give me the word. It's like when you do something just because you have to do it. What's that called? It sounds like casualty, but it's not. Someone please tell me the word, dude. The 40-man Rule 5 draft? No. It's like the word. Not. It's like the word where you have to do something just for the sake of doing it. No, not baseball related, chat. It's not baseball related. Force? No. What is this word? A technicality. Technicality. Dude, technicality. I'm pretty sure that's the word because I'm thinking casualty. Okay. It's like a technicality that they have to put him on the roster so they could kind of avoid him from getting swept up in the Rule 5 draft. Thank God, bro. Monotony, reliable, mandates, obligated. The word's technicality, Chad. The word's technicality. But yeah, I guess it's kind of just, it is what it is. I doubt we kind of see Donnie Sands at any point this season. I'll be shocked. Maybe like less than 10 games. Kind of like a Rob Brantley kind of role. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Pimple said pastel? Isn't that like a color? Like crayons? Like pastel? Pastel crayons? Pedicures? Okay, chat, that's what we're not doing tonight. We're not going to start getting weird. We're not going to get like off on a tangent where we're talking about nonsense. Whatever. We're not doing that. At all. It's so gonna happen. Not So Family Fun Vintage says, Dan ditched you for someone named David Cone. Never heard of him, but apparently he's popular. What? Dude, okay, first of all, let's address the Pat and Dan Show situation right now. One, I told you guys Pat and Dan Show was on a hiatus, okay? I don't know when it's coming back. I'm not going to beg Dan for it to come back. If Dan wants to do it, he will let me know. But I'm not going to beg anyone to do a show, bro. Like, that's just not what I'm going to do. If he wants to do it, cool. If he doesn't, cool. But yeah, regardless, be happy that I'm here, dude. Be happy that I'm here. Ketel Marte says, Pat, I'm waiting for your offer. No. Wait, Ketel Marte's not a free agent, is he? I'm pretty sure he's a free agent next season, maybe? Ketel Marte? I know Starling Marte's a free agent. That would have been something if the Yankees could have Ketel and Starling. Would be good stuff. But it looks like Ketel is a free agent 2023. Yeah, so he has next season, and then he's a free agent. Gotcha. Pat, you pronounce Mario. It's not Mario, dude. That's just weird. Pat, please read my last comment. It's literally just pedicures. Beg Dan. Julio says, Pat, we appreciate you, all that you do to provide us content like you always do. Thanks, Julio. You're so nice, bro. You're so nice. Yo, Chad, I do want to tell you guys one thing that I was thinking today, just super random. Michael Conforto declined his qualifying offer. $18.9 million is the qualifying offer this year. I was thinking to myself, imagine being so well off in life where you have the ability to decline an $19 million contract for 1 year. Dude, imagine getting to that point in life. Listen, Chad, if we're being honest with each other, none of us will probably ever be in that situation. Unless you're like a prodigy or you're like a celebrity. But the fact that like these players can like have the ability to decline like a 6-month contract of $19 million, my God, unbelievable. Now listen, I know I also said on Twitter that like I want the Yankees to sign Michael Conforto. I don't really see that happening, just because they're kind of locked on the corners with Gallo and Judge, and he's played very limited center field. But bro, lefty bat, Yankee Stadium could do well. I don't know. Dan does not have a pod with David Cone. David Cone has a pod that Dan works for. I don't think Dan is like his co-host, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But yeah, also kind of speaking of like random free agents and stuff. What's his face? Justin Verlander threw a little bullpen whatever rehab session for scouts today. I think like 20 scouts were there. The Yankees were one of them. He was throwing like between 96 and 99. That's possible, bro. The fact that the Yankees might sign Justin Verlander, that's possible. I think I'd be here for it. I mean, it would kind of be like a Kluber situation where I don't think Verlander would be looking for a multi-year deal. Apparently, he wants to pitch multiple more years, but I would probably only give him 1 year. And I don't know if I really see anywhere that would give him different. I think this is kind of a topic that I would want to talk about like more in like a full-length episode, like the Correa topic. But I think Verlander's an option for the Yankees that I wouldn't necessarily be mad about to kind of do like a 1 year, little no risk flyer. You know what I'm saying? Does he think he's going to get more money? Like what? Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess Conforto maybe just wants some length, but I can't see him getting more than like $20 million a year. I mean, he probably will, but it's just crazy how much money's in the sport of baseball. Like, these guys don't even necessarily deserve it. Like, dude, you can't sit here and tell me, like, Michael Conforto deserves, like, over $100 million, but he's probably going to be getting it. I hate to say I'm jealous. I'm a little bit jealous. Julio says, Pat, what do you think about Roberto Perez? He just became a free agent to replace Gary Sanchez. Listen, we're being honest with each other. Roberto Perez, I'm pretty sure he's a great defensive catcher, right? Great defensively. But offensively, he's probably one of the worst catchers in the game. I know a lot of you guys are like pissed off with the production that Gary gives us, but last season, in 44 games, Roberto Perez has, listen to this, chat, he batted 149 with a 245 on base and a 564 OPS. How can an individual be that bad? I'm pretty sure if I played 44 games, I could put up a better OPS than 564. So asking me if I want Roberto Perez on the Yankees, I'm going to give that one a hard no, bro. If this was like a no button, I'm slapping it. Like it's nobody's business. Just saying. But then Lori says, would I take a chance on Kershaw? That's interesting because I think that the Dodgers didn't even offer Kershaw the qualifying offer, right? So he's going to become a free agent. I don't know if he's going to be staying in LA. Don't know. He's kind of one of those guys that's super injury prone. Doesn't really have like a good postseason history in his career. But he's still a very good pitcher, bro. And he's actually a lot younger than a lot of people think, too. Kershaw is going to be entering his age 34 season. So he's only going to be 34 years old on opening day. Bro, when you think of Clayton Kershaw, I think of him as kind of like an old man. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But he's only 34 years old. He had a pretty good season last year, even though it kind of ended with like injury woes. But 10-8, 3.55 ERA in 121 innings, made 22 starts. And then 2020, he was really good. 2019, dude, I would say this is probably 2021 was probably Clayton Kershaw's worst season since his rookie season in 2008. So I guess you could kind of say maybe he's on the decline a little bit. But I don't know. I guess maybe he would be worth a one-year flyer. I guess. It kind of just depends how much money he would be looking for, too. Like, Baseball Reference is projecting him to have a 3.5 ERA next season with one save. That's kind of weird, considering he doesn't have a save in his career. Okay, now I'm completely thrown off track here, bro. You guys know how they make, like, projections for the following season? Like, what numbers does Baseball Reference have to think that, like, he's going to record his first career save next season? Like, does that not boggle anyone else's mind? Like, what do they know that I don't? Whatever. But yeah, they're projecting him to have a 3.51 ERA in how many starts next season? They have him going 11-7, so I don't know. Maybe like 25 starts. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'd be down for that. I'd give Kershaw 1 year, $15 million. Chat, Kershaw 1 year, $15 million. Are you doing it? Yes or no? Let me know, because I'm kind of intrigued now. That's actually something that I'd be kind of down for. Pat, remember he has to shave too? Oh, no. I didn't even think of that. Oh, God. Bro, Clayton Kershaw clean shaven? When was the last time anyone has even seen that, bro? Remember when we looked this up for Joey Gallo? Clayton Kershaw clean shaven. It looks like every single person in the chat saying yes. Besides Julio says no. Bro, I'd be so down for it. Like, what is there to lose? Genuinely, what is there to lose? Oh, by the way, yo, chat, I'm looking at pictures of Kershaw. Like, without the beard? I could be wrong here. Alright, wait, let's just do a little comparison. Because I want to show you guys the picture before I tell you what I think he looks like. I feel you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I think it's a pretty good comp. Bang. Alright, chat. So I'm looking at this picture of Clayton Kershaw clean shaven, right? For some reason, he reminds me of a piece of Captain Crunch. Does anyone else see where I'm coming from with that? He looks like a piece of Captain Crunch. That might be a weird analogy. That might not make too much sense to anybody. But that's just the vibes I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting, dude. I don't know. But yo, I don't know. Kershaw in the Bronx, it would be fun. But I feel like a lot of people would like dislike him after one bad start, even though he's such a good dude, bro. I don't know. We'll see. I have lost my mind. Yeah, I feel like I lost my mind a long time ago, chat. During all the watch parties this season and everything. But it's okay, because we're back. We're thriving. We're rolling. We're chilling. We're loving life in every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan says, I'm not sure I trust Kershaw in a playoff game. I don't know if I do either, to be quite honest with you. In 37 career playoff games, he has a 4.19 ERA, but kind of giving up a lot of big runs in big spots. If we kind of look back at like his most recent playoff history in 2020, because, you know, he wasn't healthy this year for the Dodgers. I want to see if I could pull up like the numbers just from 2020 postseason. Bro, why is Baseball Reference always difficult? All right, whatever. So, dude, if we're looking at his last year's postseason, we'll just go series by series because there's not really a way I could look at it as a group. He pitched well in the World Series, had one bad start in the NLCS, pitched decent in the NLDS, and in the wild card series, he went 8 shutout. So, I don't know. And then 2019, he was pretty bad in the playoffs. 2018, he was pretty decent. 2017, he was eh. It seems like it's like in every other year. I don't know. It's something to think about. I don't know, dude. Haha, look at the top of his head. Ha 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 ha. One thing I do notice about Clayton Kershaw is I think he uses the same hat just about all season. Like, by the end of the year, his hats always have, like, nasty sweat stains on them. Kind of gross, but whatever. Jonathan says, I do trust Verlander in the playoffs, however. Okay, this is an interesting conversation. If you guys want to talk about, like, Kershaw or Verlander, which one you guys would prefer on, like, a one-year deal, that's tough. Because I think that Kershaw is going to be getting a multi-year deal. I think Verlander's probably going to be getting 1 year, maybe 2 with a club option. That's maybe why I would go with Verlander instead. Because Kershaw, I don't see him kind of aging too elegantly. So if Kershaw is going to be demanding like 5 years and Verlander's only going to be like 1, with the second year being like a mutual option or whatever, I'd probably go the Verlander route. Even though he's coming off of Tommy John, a little bit older, little more worn, I guess. I don't know. But I think I'd probably go Verlander in that situation. Just because, like you said, Verlander has really good experience in the postseason. Yeah, I think if it came down to it, I'm probably going Justin V. That's what I'm doing. Brandon says, Pat, I had an important question about Correa in my last comment. How far back was it? Oh, he says, Pat, who do you think is better in the playoffs, Correa or Seager? He did win the World Series MVP last year. I guess that's something that we'd kind of have to like look at the numbers for. But I guess we kind of compare it real quick because we got like 20 minutes left on stream. Compare Carlos Correa in the postseason to Corey Seager. I mean, I would say it's pretty much like a similar sample size, right? Because since both of these guys came up, I believe that they've been in the postseason just about every year. I think the only year Correa missed was 2016, I think. But so far, Corey Seager's numbers batting in the postseason. Since 2015, he's played in 61 games. He's batted .236 with a 777 OPS, not a 107. They don't have his OPS plus. All right, well, 777 OPS. He wasn't that good in the postseason in 2021, to be honest. He was really good in 2020. But other than that, bro, he hasn't been that good in the playoffs, if we're being honest with each other. Like, the only reason Seager's numbers aren't completely garbage is because of the monster postseason he had in 2020. If we look at Correa's postseason numbers, they're actually really freaking good. It's a larger sample size. He's played 79 postseason games. He's batting .272 with an 849 OPS. And, bro, he had, what, one bad postseason? It looks like he's really only had one bad postseason. That was in 2019. And he still destroyed the Yankees, of course. But I don't know. I think if we're going like based on postseason accolades, Carlos Correa has it, bro. Carlos Correa has it for sure. If we're kind of going based on like regular season numbers, I think you'd probably give it to Seager. I think you would. Obviously not defensively, just because I think Correa is a better defender than Seager. But I think if we're going based on postseason, it's Correa. But regular season, definitely Seager, for sure. I think he would also be a better fit offensively in Yankee Stadium. I don't know, though, dude. But this is why I'm saying it's such a toss-up. You could go either way with it. I wouldn't be upset with either Correa or Seager. I just kind of lean on Correa just because I like his personality, bro. That's just me. It is what it is. John says, it's so funny how most of us are okay with Cole and Verlander in the Yankees rotation, 2 former Astros, and are so dead against Correa joining the team. Bro, but this is what I'm saying. It's like, if I asked any of the people in the chat who don't want Correa if they'd want Verlander, they'd probably say yes. Just because, the pitchers weren't a part of the cheating scandal in 2017. But, bro, they were all on the same team. I'm sure Verlander knew what was going on. So it's like you can't use that, like, morally right thing with Correa, but then you can't not use it with Verlander. You know what I mean? So it's just, dude, let's just get guys that are going to help the Yankees win. That's all you got to do. Thank you. Carlos Correa is actually in the chat. He says, yeah, that's right. Showing up, Seager. Yeah, you tell him, Carlos. You tell him. You don't know the facts, right? You don't know the facts, Carlos. Molly says, I'm confused about Seager or Correa. I want Rizzo, Kluber, Gallo, and Gardner on the Yankees, but trade Voit and Sanchez, please. I hate to, break it to you, but Gary's going to be back. I'm almost 100% positive Gary Sanchez is going to be the Yankees starting catcher next season, without a doubt in my mind. Do I think that he's the best option? No. But is he the best option on, the Yankees 40-man roster? 100%, bro. Regardless of what we think about Gary Sanchez, he's still one of the best offensive catchers in the game. There's not that many good offensive catchers out there. Defensively, he obviously could use some work. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, I think I'd probably still go Gary. Unless there's someone else out there, like a Wilson Contreras that you could acquire, or JT Realmuto. But this stuff isn't happening, bro. So I'm sticking with Gary for now. It is what it is. Martin says, but if we sign Verlander, what about the young pitchers in our farm like Heel? Don't get me wrong, Verlander would be cool. Yo, speaking of Luis Heel, I hate to ignore your question. I do think that if we sign Justin Verlander, it would be interesting for those young arms because they probably wouldn't get as many reps. I don't know what would happen to a guy like Luis Heel. I really don't. But speaking of Heel, bro, has anyone seen what this man has been looking like lately? I don't know where he got dreads from, but he's looking straight up like Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm downloading this picture right now so I can show you guys. But it's unreal. He looks like a completely different person. It has to be like extensions or something. They have to be like dread extensions because there's no way that he grew this out in a span of 2 months. There's no shot. Let me pull this up. Chat. You're telling me that this is Luis Heel? First of all, maybe he's taking those hair vitamins, the gummy bear hair vitamins. Either he's doing that and his hair is growing at an insane rate, or B, they're extension. Okay, and also, looks exactly like Fernando Tatis. But all I'm saying though is that if the Yankees let Luis Heel look like this on the mound, he'd probably win Cy Young. But let's just be real with each other. He'd probably win Cy Young. This is like Luis Castillo, easily. I still don't know where the dreads came from so quickly. I think it's a good look. I think you should keep rocking with it. Oh, wait, the Yankees don't allow that. Please change that policy. I hope the policy changes during my lifetime. I want to see a Yankee be able to grow a beard, bro. I want to see them be able to have long hair. What cereal does Luis Heel look like? The frosted mini wheats. So fire, bro. The frosted mini wheats are such an underrated cereal, especially the strawberry ones. Man. Jose Medina says Correa is a difference maker. Gary needs to go. Defensive catcher, all you need. Hell no, Gary, for a bag of Skittles. I'm good. Skittles are cool, I guess. Carlos Correa says, Pat, he can obviously grow those out. He's Luis Heel. He could do anything. I guess you're right. Pat, are you going to watch Clifford? Yeah. I love Clifford. Bro, Clifford is an icon. If you guys don't love Clifford the Big Red Dog, what are you doing with yourself? Do you love yourself? Because you might not. You might not if you don't like Clifford. That's okay. Brian looks like Count Chocula. It's that's foul, but it's pretty accurate. He's got the widow's peak, bro. I wish I had the widow's peak. Yankees signed Vinny Natoli. Let's go. What are you talking about? Who in the hell is Vinny Natoli? If you're making me search this for no reason. Oh, the Yankees did sign free agent Vinny Natoli. The 31-year-old reliever had a 5.05 ERA in AAA. Bro, why? Bro, what do the Yankees have with random Italian guys? Just sign me at this point. Bro, my man literally had a 5 ERA in AAA. The hell? He's 31 years. I don't know, dude. Just let me see Steven Ridings in the bullpen. All I'm asking for is for Steven Ridings to start the season next year in the Yankees bullpen. I don't think it's too much to ask for. I really don't. But yo, we got Vinny Natoli. What is it, Natoli? Yeah, Natoli. We're chilling now. That's all that matters. Jonathan says Stanton looks like Frankenberry. It's not a bad one. Who would be Lucky Charms? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I see Aaron Judge being Tony the Tiger. I don't know why. I just, bro, Tony the Tiger is like such like a nice, friendly, like doesn't hurt anybody. It's Aaron Judge, and he's a big dude. Aaron Judge is Tony the Tiger. Brett Gardner is like Kicks. That's a really good one, bro. Please tell me you guys remember Kicks. Bro, that it's like the cereal. Oh, now I'm really going to have to pull up a picture of this. Bro, Brett Gardner is literally just Kicks. It's one of the most just like bland cereals. There's nothing on it. They used to like give it to you for like breakfast at school. Hold up, dude. Oh, Tyler Wade is Lucky Charms? I like that. Look, dude, tell me that this is not Brett Gardner as a cereal. Dude, it's kid tested and parent approved. Come on now. Why would you not go with that? It's a healthy start to your day, dude. Also, yo, Cheerios, super underrated. Just throwing that out there. Pops are amazing. Pops are like sweet version of Kicks. Clint is Lucky Charms. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like that. Odor's Magically Delicious. That just got weird. That just got really weird. You read Ridings might be a minor league free agent. Dude, the Yankees would never let Steven Ridings walk. And if they did, that would be one of the biggest mistakes that they've ever made. That's not the same as like missing out on like letting Greg Allen and Velasquez and LeCastro go in waivers. This would be something next level that they would be shamed for, bro. So no, I don't think Steven Ridings is going to be a free agent. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a big part of their bullpen next season. Hopefully the opening day bullpen. I'd love to see that. Not so family fun Vince says, I mean, he does have a balloon head. I'm too funny. I've learned this a lot in life, right? If you have to call yourself funny, I don't know if you're funny. I don't know. Does anyone else miss watch parties? Because I do. I miss watch party. It was fun. The watch parties were fun. It is what it is. Odor could be Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops are cool. Those are a good cereal. Did I hear about Hoyjun Park and Aaron Judge? Oh, thank you so much for reminding me on this. This is something that I want to touch on. This is probably going to be like the last topic that we're going to touch on today. But I don't know if you guys saw the report that came out. But very interesting as far as like how Aaron Judge is literally the Yankees captain, without people really even realizing all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. But Daniel Kim reported, who I guess he works for ESPN. He's a KBO insider. He said when Hoy Park arrived for first Yankees camp, he barely spoke English and had no friends. He would eat alone until Aaron Judge showed up one day and sat with him. Judge would wait until Park finished. In an interview with NBC, Park said Judge is a superstar in so many ways. Bro, is that not the most wholesome thing you've heard all day, bro? He literally saw that Park had no friends. He was like first entering camp. He could barely speak English. And Judge literally went and sat with him and waited until he finished. Bro, this is like a wholesome like High School Musical like movie, bro. I love Aaron Judge. Like, if anyone in this chat right now doesn't love Aaron Judge, you must be a sick human being. You must be like one sick individual that hates puppies. If you hate Aaron Judge, I'm assuming you hate puppies and you're an actual psychopath and you need to get some help. But bro, like, the fact that Aaron Judge is just so nice, just name him captain. I don't think it's going to happen until like he gets the contract extension, which I think is probably going to be sometime this offseason. So yeah, dude, bottom line, just name Aaron Judge captain because that's just what I want. That's what we all want. It's what the world wants. Good stuff, bro. Wholesome. It's wholesome. Bro, you love seeing some wholesome stories sometimes. Because most of the time the media is just like all kind of like spew things up between like Brett Gardner and Garrett Cole and like other drama in the organization. We get like a nice little thing about like Hoyjun Park and Aaron Judge. I like it. Airheads could be Gary because he has a head full of air. Okay. You guys are still talking about cereal? Victor says poured a ton of sugar on kicks. Well, at that point, why not just buy a different cereal? Chat, if you guys have to, like, pour sugar on your cereal, maybe that cereal's just not for you. Just a thought. Just a thought, dude. Jonathan says, I heard back in 2016 the Yankees had in place to sign Wander Franco for $6 million, but then MLB changed the international signing rules, which allowed the Rays to get him. How bad does that suck? Sucks a lot. It really does. The Yankees also could have had Yoan Moncada. I don't know why they didn't sign him. I'm pretty sure the Yankees were the favorites, and then the Red Sox kind of came up out of nowhere, and then ended up using Moncada to trade for Chris Sale. But the Yankees were the heavy favorite to sign Yoan Moncada when he was an international free agent too. Thankfully, we did get Dominguez. Hopefully, he works out like the other guys. But Jeremy says, I also miss Hoy Park. I feel bad for him that he had no friends, but seems like it's figured out. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think a lot of people don't really take into account like how tough it must be like for these international players to kind of like come over, and if they don't have anybody on the team that doesn't necessarily like speak their language, it must be so tough for them, bro. Like especially if a clubhouse like isn't too welcoming and there aren't like friendly guys like Aaron Judge. It's got to be tough. It's really got to be tough. So yo, huge respect for Aaron Judge. It goes back to like school too, bro. Like there's a lot of kids in school that like don't have friends or anything. Go be their friend, chat. If you see someone at lunch like sitting by themselves being lonely, go talk to them. Go be nice. Be a good person. Yo, shout out to Ben with the $5 dono. Appreciate you so much, man. Appreciate ya. Give me the Brian Ferentz. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. He says, disagree with your tweet about paywalls from today. Content creators need to get paid or have a right to try and get what they can. Still a fan. Appreciate you, Ben. For those of you who kind of missed out on what I was saying before, I tweet out something along the lines is like, I hate when people or like media outlets or like individuals have their content behind paywalls. I don't respect it. I don't like it. And I refuse to kind of like contribute to like any of that. And when I say that, I kind of refer to places like The Athletic or like NewJersey.com, where like in order to read one of the articles, you have to pay $5 per month. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. If it's like an individual who I truly want to support and kind of just like credit their work, I guess I'll kind of like contribute, but I'm not going to pay The Athletic $5 a month just to read a bogus clickbaited article about like Carlos Correa and the Yankees having antipathy. That's just not what I'm doing. So I think I was kind of just like mainly referring to like the media outlets and certain individuals who I'm not too big of a fan of. But I do think that the idea of a paywall is pretty stupid. When I don't know, I just don't think that the content kind of warrants the paywall. I don't. Who am I to judge though, bro? All I'm trying to say is I'm not going to be putting my content behind a paywall, like at any point, bro. Like, I would just feel like that's so annoying. Like, let's say I came on here, and I'm like, yo, chat, tomorrow we have a stream, but in order to access the stream, you have to pay $5. Like, why would I do that? Like, it's stuff like that I don't necessarily respect. I think that payment for kind of like supporting a creator should be completely voluntarily. I don't think that anyone should kind of mandate you to pay me just to watch my content. That's not what I'm here for, and that's why I don't respect anyone that does it. But to each his own, I guess. I guess kind of like Patreon, but that's for extra stuff. That's different, bro. Patreon is completely different. I have no problem with that, simply because you're kind of just paying for extra content. As far as like paywalls, that's being like, yo, all the content's behind a paywall. You can't access anything if you don't pay. Completely different from Patreon, but you guys know what I mean. Molly says, I hope MLB doesn't go on strike. I hope not either. I'm pretty sure the deadline for the new CBA is December 2nd. If they don't reach a new CBA by then, MLB is going to be going on strike. Who knows how long that's going to be lasting for. So hopefully a lot of deals are able to get done before then, and then hopefully there's a new CBA kind of written up and agreed upon, so then we don't have to deal with like a 2-month strike and have to come on stream every night and have nothing to talk about. That would suck. Bro, if there was a strike, we'd have to come on here and just do nonsense. That's what we'd have to do. I'd do like a talent show. We'd do like Unhinged Idol. We'd have people doing karaoke. We'd have to figure out stuff, bro. But we'd do it. I'm here for it. Ben says, just saying like, used to have to subscribe to pay for Sports Illustrated. Sorry to derail the other conversation. No worries, bro. No, I completely understand. Like, everyone has different opinions on it. It's completely cool. Pinball says, I was there the last time, and it did suck, the strike. Yeah, I would assume a strike would really suck, bro. It really would. Last time I remember a strike was, I think it was 2012 with the NBA. And then you had like LeBron and Durant, like they were all playing in like a park in Brooklyn or whatever. Good stuff. Shout out to Danny with the $5 dono. Appreciate you so much, man. Give me the Brian finger runs. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, Danny. You're the man. He says, "Sup, bud? Velasquez is gone and I'm sad." I'm sad he is. I have no doubt that the Yankees have their eyes on Correa. That infield will be... let's get Correa and move on to pitching. I agree 1,000%, bro. I think that you kind of add Carlos Correa or add Corey Seager or even like Trevor Story, Marcus Semien, any of those infielders to the Yankees infield, they'll be a force to be reckoned with for sure. I'm pissed off too that Velasquez is kind of going to be gone. He was cool. He was a fun player to have, but I'm sure we're going to have a bunch more fun players next season. Are we going to lose any sort of like value or production in losing Velasquez? Not necessarily. It's more so losing like just a fun aspect of the team, I guess. It is what it is. Matthew says you're right about the paywall. You definitely need to let your channel blow up, and a paywall would limit that. 100%, bro. And also, I mean, even if the channel was massive, I still wouldn't see myself doing that. I wouldn't. I don't know, bro. Yoelva says we need Olsen and Story. I've told you guys so many times I want Olsen. Maybe I'm kind of going to focus the next episode on why the Yankees should get Matt Olson. I don't know, bro. We have a lot of guys to discuss all offseason. We have so many streams left. When pitchers and catchers don't report for another 4 months, I think. So we got so much time until baseball actually starts up again. So we'll see. Last question. Martin says, Pat, do you think Judge is winning MVP next year? In the words of Kodak Black, I hope so, dude. I hope so. But chat, with that being said, that's going to wrap things up for today's episode. Appreciate you all for stopping by. We went another full hour. You guys are the best. Dude, the offseason goes so much nicer when we're able to kind of just like pop up on here and kind of just talk about all the rumors and all the stuff that's going on. I'll see you guys next time. I really appreciate you all for stopping by. I guess the bottom line of today is that most Yankees fans, in our chat at least, do want Carlos Correa on the team. It's going to be interesting to see how that kind of transpires and whether or not the Yankees still have antipathy towards him. I don't even know what that means. Stop using that word. I'm over it. But, yo, I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. You guys are all the best. Thanks for such great conversation tonight. Be sure to join the Discord. It's top of the pin comment in the chat. Fun group chat with a bunch of Yankee fans. You guys know the deal. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we get some breaking news soon. I don't know. But peace!